Hello, welcome back to another Wednesday night Q&A, a very special holiday edition. I'm just now seeing myself looking up, looking very surprised at the beginning of this. Thank you for the delay, YouTube. All right, let's see here. Let me get myself set up and we can dive in. As always, once you're here, please let me know. Leave a little hello in the chat. Let me know what the weather's like where you are. My favorite thing to ask every week. Thank you for noticing the Christmas sweater. Yeah, we're feeling very festive over here. I've got my Christmas cup of cheer here. All right, there is Tom from Malibu, where the weather is always nice. Chris is here, Jeff, Jordan, Howard is here. Another Jeff, oh, okay, same Jeff. Brett is here, Joe's here. Hi, everybody. Oh, warm and windy in Texas. Yeah, very windy out here too. I had family in town over the weekend and we were out with one of my cousin's little girls. I thought she was going to get blown away. If someone would have let go of her hand, I think she would have gone flying down downtown Cleveland. Thanks, guys. Very excited about the Christmas sweater too. I've got a bunch, so we'll have another one next week. Eric says 60s in Indiana, cold front coming through. Yeah, same here. The weather has been really nice. It's in the 50s and sunny out here right now. G Money is here, DMS is here, Deborah. Hi, thank you so much for appreciating the tree in the background. Sydney is here. Yeah, everyone noticed my Christmas decor in a meeting today and I let them know it was all for you guys, all for the live stream. 74 degrees in North Carolina, my gosh. Talk about some nice Christmas weather. All right, 40 in Seattle, yikes. A little chilly out there. CJ says, let's cut some cords, that's right. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for saying that, CJ. I forget every week. You guys are still talking about ghosts. Halloween was weeks ago and we're still talking about my place being haunted. It's not. We've not had any other paranormal experiences since the night that the electricity went out. So fingers crossed that we're all good to go over here. No more ghosts, please. Please and thank you. 50 in LA. Yeah, it is cold for you guys. It's about 50 out here too. Richard says cold in Vegas too. All right, yeah, DMS is ready to jump right into it. Let's talk about, whoops, let's see here. We have a couple of these disputes to talk about. So first up, the good news is that Roku and Google came to an agreement. So YouTube and YouTube TV are staying on Roku, for those who didn't hear. We are super happy to hear that. Would have hated to see those two huge apps leave the platform. So that's great news. And then YouTube immediately followed it up with another dispute. So YouTube TV is in jeopardy of losing some Disney-owned channels. And actually, I have a post about that. Oh, I have a different one up. Okay, well, let's see here. We'll just scroll on by until we find it. So much news lately. Just going through all of these. Okay, here we go. Sorry, you guys know I can't do two things at once. Let me pull this up and copy it. All right, so the big news is that YouTube TV could lose ABC, Disney, ESPN, and some other channels. So YouTube TV wrote a note to subscribers and it basically just said that they were in danger of losing these channels starting on December 17th, but the upside is if they do lose those channels, which to be honest, I don't think they will, they are going to take down the monthly subscription price by $15, taking it from $65 to $50. So there is a bit of an upside for this, and I've kind of seen people talking about both sides of this. Some don't want to lose the channels, others are more than willing to lose them if it means bringing down that monthly cost. So that's where we're at. I'm not really sure what's going on just yet. Like I said, this would happen on the 17th. And, sorry, got distracted by another comment. So we still have a couple of days to find out what's going to happen here. I'm hoping that they announce it sometime soon. That would be great. And then we won't all be glued to our computers waiting to find out what happens. All right, let's see. Yeah, I would love to know what you guys think. Would you rather see those channels leave and get a discount, or do you want them to stay and keep paying that same price? Bethany says, I only have YouTube TV for the sports channels, and unfortunately, you would be losing ESPN as part of all of this, so not great. Eric says, Luke is reporting on a rumor that Disney renewal with YouTube TV would increase the price. I would assume so, only because Hulu just announced that they were raising their price, and those all tend to happen at the same time. I mentioned that last week too, that after Hulu raised their price, I was kind of expecting all of the others to go up as well. So I would not be surprised by that at all. I would expect that, so first of all, I'm really thinking that by the 17th, we will find out that they are keeping the channels. I fully expect them to make an agreement. I posted about that on Twitter a couple of times, and never say never. We don't know for sure what's going to happen. We've seen channels get dropped before, but I do not think that they will drop the channels. So I'm expecting them to keep them, and then I'm expecting that pretty shortly after, we will hear about a price hike, and I'm expecting that to happen right around Christmas. That's something that these services do sometimes. They try to sneak that in right around the holidays so that we won't notice. We always notice. We're everywhere all the time. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. That's kind of what I'm expecting to happen. But again, neither side has told us what's happening either way. I don't think they know yet, so can't confirm either way. Those are just my pure speculation. So that's what I think is going to happen. Yeah, Jan says it's that time of year for price hikes. Agree. And like I said, we've been talking about this for a few weeks now. We saw Hulu's price go up. I'm expecting others to go up as well. So that is how I see it going. Jeff says YouTube TV and Disney will do a deal tomorrow night, just like what happened with NBC. Yeah, agreed. I'm expecting it to happen tomorrow. Ronster says, thanks for sharing the knowledge. Keep it rolling. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Belinda says, I'm in the chat. Hit the like button. Smash the like button. Yep. Everyone is going to be, it's going to be a good night for all of us. Excited to be in the chat. Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate that. Richard says, 6 days until the new Matrix. DMS says prices are going up for everything. Why not TV? Yeah, it does happen. Usually around once a year, we'll see the prices go up on all of these streaming services. So not super surprising, but you'll notice too that the price of cable is also going up. We just saw a couple of companies announce that their prices are going up next month. So they're increasing everything from the base package price to broadcast TV fees to sports fees. So it's definitely not just streaming, and it happens, I would say, more often with cable. So it's just something that happens every year, something that we don't look forward to, but we always report on. Yeah, so someone's asking about the Directv price hike too. I've got that one ready to go for you. Let me paste that right here in the chat. So Directv Stream is also raising its prices. They announced that the price of most of their plans will be going up on January 23rd, 2022. And here is a short quote from them about that. They said, due to increased programming costs, we're adjusting the price of our video packages. Periodically, TV network owners increase their fees and charge Directv Stream for the right to broadcast their movies, shows, and sporting events. In addition, this year we've experienced higher than normal inflation across our suppliers. So, long story short, Directv Stream's Choice package is going up by $5, and then the Ultimate and Premier packages are going up by $10. Also, the grandfathered packages are going up from, some are going up like $4 a month all the way up to $10 a month. And the only one that is not changing is the Directv Stream Entertainment package, which is that lower level base package for Directv Stream. Right, yeah, I know. Trekopedia said Directv is not making people happy with price hikes. Agree, but I do understand their reasoning for it. I felt like that message they sent out was good. It was short and sweet to the point. Someone else said everyone is getting greedy. Yeah, here's the thing though. I think that it's easy to blame the streaming services and say stop raising your prices, but then you have to also look at the distributors, the people who are giving them the content, and they are asking for more money. And so that means that the streaming services are then asking for more money from us, the subscribers. So there's a lot going on. And yeah, everyone does want more money. Yeah, Friedan says everything goes up except our pay. I hear you. Joe says Directv Stream is the highest cost in streaming. Actually, so their entertainment package, I believe, starts at $70, which would put them on the same level as Hulu, now that Hulu is raising their price. And I'm expecting YouTube TV to probably raise their price too, so I'm assuming all of them will start at around $70. Also, they're the only ones that offer the regional sports networks, so you have to factor that in too. All right, let's see. Ra is here. Hello. Happy to have you. Frank is here. Hello. Alan. Hello. Alan is always keeping me in the loop whenever he notices free streaming services adding more channels. Always appreciate that. Thank you, Alan. NYC says, my issue with Directv Stream isn't their prices. It's that they make it so hard to cancel or pause their service. Yeah, true. Yeah, very frustrating. So sometimes you have to go in and do a chat with a customer service rep, or sometimes they will make you even call in, which is very annoying. So I'm with you. I want it to be very quick and easy. I want to click a button that says pause my subscription. So wish that they would all do that for us. Howard says, if Directv Stream goes up, will they add NFL Network? I'm not expecting them to add any more channels right now. Sounds like their reason for the price hike was just that the distributors are asking for more money. They did not mention any new channels, and typically with these price hikes, we'll see the service announce the new channels and then they'll follow it up with the price hike. So since they did not announce that, I'm not expecting it, but you never know. Frank wants to know if any services are doing anything special for the holidays. So we've already seen most of the big deals that they're going to do around Black Friday. So not a ton of discounts going on right now. A couple of them are still offering some free trials. I think Paramount Plus is offering a free trial right now. But we are seeing lots of holiday content hubs. So if you are subscribed to like HBO Max, you will find all of their holiday content for you. They're making it much easier to find, which I appreciate. But other than that, not a whole lot going on. No discounts that I've heard of, unfortunately. Let's see. John says, hoping for the agreement between YouTube TV and Disney to happen tomorrow. There are bowl games coming up. Yeah, Luke and I actually talked about that, about how we're expecting an agreement very soon, just so that they won't lose those sports. So yeah, I'm with you. I agree. Belty Cat, thank you. I'm reading this out loud because it did make me laugh out loud. I made a joke about a TV controller. It wasn't remotely funny. I like that. I like it a lot. Thank you. Jose says, notice that Directv Stream added PBS and PBS Kids to my package a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's one thing that they are doing. They've been working on adding, they've had PBS Kids for a while, and they've been working on adding more local PBS affiliates. So love to see that. That's something that these services are missing. So right now, Directv Stream and YouTube TV both have PBS. Alan says that there is also a holiday section on Zumo if you're looking for a free streaming service with good holiday content. Love that. Whoops, scrolled down too far. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you guys, if I'm missing your comments, I'm very sorry. Please ask your question again because I'm always doing dumb things like scrolling way too far and ending up on a completely different page. Yeah, Friedan says, can we talk about something a little more merry than price hikes? Honestly, I know, but it's that time of the year when this stuff happens. And like I said, we're always seeing some of this bad news getting smushed right into the Christmas season in hopes that people don't notice it. So, unfortunately. Gerard says people may go back to cable. Yeah, I have seen a couple of people mention that in the Facebook group and over on Twitter. People saying that they are tempted to go back to cable. But once again, just want to point out that while we're seeing the yearly price hike for a lot of these live TV streaming services, we're also seeing it with cable packages. So either way, you're paying more for live TV. And at least with streaming services, you're not getting hit with all those hidden fees and things. Also, live TV streaming is not the only option. You can use an antenna to get your local channels for free, and then subscribe to just some of these subscription services like HBO Max, Paramount Plus, and find the things that you really want to watch and skip the rest. That would be my advice. All right. Have I ever noticed video audio sync issues with Roku? Yes, I have. And for me, typically turning off my TV and my device and restarting it tends to help, or running an update for whatever reason. That has helped a couple of times too. Trekipedia says, if anyone needs recommendations for what to watch on HBO Max, I suggest Batman Beyond and Batman the Animated Series. Just hope they add the 80s and 90s Superboy syndicated series soon. Love that. Let me see here. Oh no, Annette making me nervous. Annette says watching on my TV. I hate thinking about you guys watching me on that big of a screen. Makes me a little nervous. I just assume everyone's watching me on a tiny little phone screen. Me Jones says, YouTube TV subscriber who loves ESPN needs alternatives. Thank you. I do have some alternatives for you. So if you're looking for ESPN specifically, you can get it on Fubotv, Hulu, Sling TV, or YouTube TV, so lots of options. Hulu is also updating their streaming service so that you will be getting Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, so a little bonus if you're interested. You'll get that in addition to the regular ESPN channel. So those would all be my suggestions. If you're looking for the best price, that would be Sling TV for $35 a month. Let's see. Sorry, I keep saying that. I know it's annoying. Michael says, Comcast just renewed their agreement with Disney, and guess what? Announced an immediate price hike. Wouldn't surprise me with YouTube. Yep, agreed. I can absolutely see that happening. Like I said, fully expecting within the next 2 days to hear that they did come to an agreement, and also very much expecting shortly after to hear that they are doing a price hike. Would not be surprised to get that news on a Friday night because they kind of like to bury that into the weekend, or would not be surprised to hear a little closer to Christmas for the same reason. So that is my prediction for the next week or so. Jewel says, I started using Sling TV. That's a great choice if it has what you're looking for, especially if you can get your locals on an antenna, which is what they suggest. I'm not sure where this conversation came from, but I love this comment. Jeff says, we can't all be Jess to be a certain age and look 10 years younger. I appreciate that. I'll take it. I will take that compliment. Thank you. Oh, Jeff says watching Grumpy Old Men, favorite for this time of the year. What a great movie. I'm so glad you mentioned it. I haven't seen that in so long. Do you know if non-Pluto owned channels control their own commercial ad sales? I'm not sure. I don't really know how ad sales with any of these services work, to be completely honest. I just know that Pluto tends to have the same ones over and over, and we all get super frustrated by that. Someone said I should be on a 100-inch projector screen. Strongly disagree. No one needs that. Oh, Frayden says, just finished Invasion on Apple TV Plus and really liked it. I've been on an Apple TV Plus kick lately, so thank you for mentioning that one. I have been watching Foundation and finally finishing up Schmigadoon, so really liking Apple TV Plus lately. And you guys all know that Ted Lasso is my favorite. Christopher says watching Wheel of Time on Amazon much better than Game of Thrones. I keep hearing that. People keep comparing the two, and you are not the first one I've heard say it's even better, so definitely going on my list. Oh, I have a couple of people mentioning PlayStation View. Yeah, rest in peace, PlayStation View. I know Luke really liked that one too. Sad to see it go. Brett is watching Succession on HBO Max. Oh, I love that show. I was just chatting with the TV Guide team about that today. Lots of Succession fans over on their team too. Brett, I would love to know if you are close to finishing up the second season, and after you watch the finale, please come find me on Twitter and let me know what you think. Jeff says, how about Lowcast? Yeah, speaking of streaming services that we are missing, man, I really love Lowcast. I was really missing it over the weekend. I was about to watch the Browns game and could not get Hulu with Live to work, and I was missing Lowcast so badly. So I'm right there with you. Yeah, Belty Cat is full of jokes tonight. Do you have a Twitter account where you normally post all of these? I would follow you in a heartbeat. Yeah, Michael Saves is here and everyone's very excited. Michael's usually here in the Q&A, you guys. You can always come find him here. Yeah, lots of love for the Wheel of Time show. Noted. I will keep that in mind. You guys know how far behind I was, though, on watching Game of Thrones, so can't really tell you how long it'll be before I finally watch Wheel of Time. I am going to take some time off after Christmas, though, so maybe I can fit it into my busy schedule. Yeah, Jeff is looking for Luke. He hasn't been here in a while. He has been pretty busy lately, I believe, so you never know when he might show up. Jordan says if you're into family drama, check out The Humans on Showtime. Okay, noted. Thank you. And NYC says, speaking of finales, the Hawkeye finale is next Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I know. I've been avoiding spoilers on the internet all day. Mostly watched the show for Lucky the Pizza Dog, but the story was a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I've been hearing really good things, even from people who are not normally fans of that kind of show. Deborah says, my only pet peeve with Apple TV Plus is the subtitles. They go by so fast you can't read them. Yeah, I've noticed that too. We had the subtitles on when I was watching Ted Lasso with my family, and I noticed the same thing. So, not just you. Jose said, season 3 of Succession kind of spun its wheels, but it was a bit of a letdown at first, but the last 4 episodes made up for it. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought the same thing, though. It kind of got off to a slow start. I think I said season 2 earlier, too. I meant 3. Yeah, someone mentioned that Christmas is coming up soon next weekend, guys. Have you all done your shopping? Let me know. John, thank you so much for the compliment on my Christmas decorations. This tree is just for you guys with all of my superhero and Star Wars ornaments. Yeah, we've got Mario on the tree. Thanks for noticing. We have the Friends turkey over here, the leg lamp over here somewhere. Leg lamp from the Christmas Story. We've got the Seinfeld Festivus sweater. We've got some Marvel ornaments, some Star Wars. Pick them all out just for you guys. Alan says, can I make a suggestion about Pluto TV adding an option to their guide to change the color? Unfortunately, I don't have any say in what Pluto TV decides to do, but if they ask for my opinion, I will let them know. Who gets to go to CES 2022? I will not be going in person, unfortunately. It just felt a little bit risky with so many people crowding into such a small space. So I will not be going in person, but Philip and I will both be there virtually, and we will be covering it all. He will be doing videos, we'll be posting on the site. We'll have lots of updates from lots of companies that you know and love. Yeah, G Money, I've been seeing your updates on Twitter about watching Ted Lasso. So happy you're watching it. Keep them coming, please. Brett says Festivus is next Thursday. Mark it on the calendar, everybody. CJ says my tree topper is the Deep Space Nine station. You should send a picture of that to Luke. He would appreciate that more than anybody. Frank is liking the Mario ornament. Yeah, I'm a huge fan too. Love Mario. Just went over to my family's house and played it for hours the other day. Love it. Yes, Jeff, I do have the superhero ornaments. Nothing for CJ, Jermaine, or G-Money. I should get little pictures of all of your faces and just stick them on my tree. That would be a little bit creepy. Yeah, Festivus for the rest of us. I'm with you guys. Richard said, Best Buy stopped selling TCL Android TVs because of a problem with the operating system. We have a post about that up that Philip wrote, I think yesterday. My internet's going so slow. Gosh, it's killing me. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Hang on just a second. I will get the link copied. Goodness gracious. The internet's so slow. Don't these people know what I do for a living? Come on. Speed it up. All right, in the meantime, let's read a couple more comments. Tyler says, wish the ABC local channels were added to Disney+. Yeah, that would be interesting. They do have them on Hulu, though, so that is the compromise there. They're really pushing for people to get Hulu with Live and adding on Disney and ESPN Plus so that people will have everything bundled together. John is done Christmas shopping. Me too. I'm finally finished. Everything's sitting right over there waiting to be wrapped at the moment. Okay, here we go with the link. I will stick this in the chat right here and then give you a quick overview. So Philip posted this yesterday that Best Buy has been pulling TCL smart TVs with the Google TV platform from their shelves after reports of poor performance. The Verge first reported on this. It was the TCL 6 series with Google TV and then the 5 series with Google TV. These both came out in August. Users have been noting sluggish and buggy performance. And TCL responded by saying that TCL is committed to delivering premium products with world-class experiences. The new product featuring Google TV is no different. But it came to our attention that some are facing challenges with stability of the user interface featured on those TVs. So Best Buy apparently pulled them from the shelves until those all get sorted out. Love that everyone's talking about mugs, talking about coffee. I've got mine right here. Just water though. Deborah says I have Hulu with the Disney bundle. Yeah, I know lots of people do, and now they're trying to convince people to upgrade apparently to the Hulu with Live bundle. Frayden says Google TV is not Android. Had heard there was a storage issue before all of this happened. Yeah, I hadn't really heard too much about it, and they came out in August, so interesting that it took them so long to pull those from the shelves. NYC says, speaking of live TV, Roger from What's on Disney Plus thinks that there will be some kind of live programming on Disney Plus in the future. What do I think? So I would trust him, first of all, because he is the authority on Disney Plus. So I believe his opinion, or I will follow his opinion, follow his lead. But I would say it seems like that's the way that all of these smaller streaming services are going. They are trying to find ways to offer a live stream of content. So we've seen Paramount Plus just this week add their live channels, and I can see Disney Plus doing kind of a similar thing. I can see all of them doing it. I think that was kind of in the game plan for HBO Max. They mentioned it from the get-go that that was something that they wanted to do. And I think it's just a very nice feature that makes the streaming service more attractive to subscribers. So I don't know why they wouldn't do it. I'm sure it's a lot of work to add that feature into the app, but I think it makes sense, and I think that's the way that we're going to see these services going. That might be one of my predictions for 2022 now that I'm thinking of it. But yeah, now that we're seeing Paramount doing it, we're seeing some other streaming services doing it, I think that we will see all of them kind of follow suit. Cope says, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky. DMS wants to know if I go in store to Christmas shop or if I do everything online. I think I did every single thing online this year. It was just super easy, so there we go. Also, my family members wanted very specific things this year, so I bought gifts for my 2 cousins who had very specific Christmas lists, and it was stuff I could only get online, so I prefer it that way, nice and easy. Frank says he does not shop online. He's afraid of people stealing from his porch. Luckily, I'm in an apartment building with security downstairs. They get all of the packages and lock them up for us. Love those guys. CJ says, don't need live TV that badly. As long as I can get my live sports from ESPN Plus, I'm good. I would love to see sports leagues take all their stuff direct to consumer. That would make my life happy. Right now, all of Cleveland is collectively angry because we can't watch the Cavs play. So, Bally Sports, just not very easily accessible. NYC says the only reason I can't see ABC live streaming on Disney Plus is because of all of the ABC affiliates. Only 8 are actually owned by Disney. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, completely agree. I think that we could see a live stream of like the Disney Channel or, you know, all of those other Disney-owned Disney channels, you know what I mean? But I think that ABC and all of those local stations will continue to live on live TV streaming services, or they will recommend people watch with an antenna. Excuse me, sorry. Who is my internet provider? It is a local company. It's a small company here. Eric says Jess never leaves her home. She does everything online. That's pretty accurate, if we're being honest. No, I do leave. I leave on the weekends, but I do work an awful lot, so I am usually home. I work from home, so just here all the time. Ricky says Fubotv is a great alternative to YouTube TV. Yeah, I would agree. So lots of the same channels. Let me see. I don't think they're really missing anything. If you want ESPN News or ESPNU, Nat Geo Wild is another one that you would have to just pay to upgrade your subscription if you want it on Fubo. But other than that, yeah, they really have everything you'd be looking for. Oh, a couple of people did mention that they don't love Fubotv's DVR. So if that unlimited DVR is something that you really love about YouTube TV, Fubo might not be the best option. Yeah, Freedom, good point. People are better safe than sorry, just staying at home right now. Yeah, COVID is going crazy all over again. It's been all over the place in Cleveland. Most of our football team is out right now, so this weekend's game should be interesting. But yeah, hope everyone's just staying safe. Kay Thanks wants to know how big Cord Cutters News is. We're actually owned by a bigger company. That just happened a couple years ago. But our team is very small, yes. There is me, and then Tamara Hepburn is one of our writers, and then Raymond is our sports writer, and then we have Philip doing video. And there are other people who contribute and do other things, but that is our core team. So yeah, pretty small. Small but mighty. Belty Cat wants to know of anyone's opinion on the new season of Star Trek Discovery. That is not something I watch. I know that Luke does. I know some of you do. So if anyone has opinions, leave it in the chat. Excuse me. Sorry. Gosh. We're going to have to end this one early again tonight if I start coughing again. It's not COVID. We're good. Mrs. G says, I have cut the cord for 11 years. Awesome. No gift exchange this year. Greetings from Macon, Georgia. Thanks so much for being here. I love to hear that you've been a cord cutter for 11 years. That's amazing. Do you have any idea how much money you're saving? I would love to hear if you don't mind sharing. NYC says, the only reason I bring up the channels is that since Hulu with live TV has CW, but I don't get CW in my area, didn't get it until late 2020, since WPIX is owned by Nexstar and Hulu had to make a separate agreement. Oh my gosh, all of these separate agreements and negotiations and everything, it's enough to give you a headache. So yeah, very annoying. Would love it if everything was just very easily accessible. Unfortunately, it's always a money thing and lots of agreements to be made. But yeah, I hear you on the channel situation. Frayden says, Tamara posts a lot of under-the-radar great material. Yeah, agreed. She is incredible. Tamara's been killing it lately with just finding really good stories and getting tons of news out every day. She's doing great. I will pass that compliment rather, along to her. Eric wants to know if Cord Cutters has any contact with the CNET team, also owned by the same company. CNET sometimes writes similar stories. Yeah, we don't work together super often just because we're all kind of doing our own thing, but yes, we definitely have contact. They have a great team over there and doing a ton of stuff, my gosh. But they are a much bigger team than us, so there's that. Aaron, I missed the first part. Oh, okay, just glad that Peacock is doing the same as HBO Max, getting movies that go into theaters. Yeah, agreed. We talked about this a little bit last week too. I'm such a fan of the way that they handled that whole situation when the pandemic was happening. Bringing all of those movies straight to streaming, I thought was a super smart move. I understand that the theaters weren't happy about it. Some of the actors and directors were not happy about it. But I think for all of us cord cutters, it was great. So really love to see that happen and very happy that they are continuing to try to make that happen. In a lot of cases, it just means shortening that theatrical window so that we get to watch movies faster. I'm all for it. Love it. All right, let's see. Tyler says, would like to do the Disney with ABC local channel like Paramount Plus because ABC is owned by Disney. Yeah, but like we've been talking about, and a couple of people have mentioned, the ABC locals are owned by a bunch of different companies. So I think it would be very difficult to do that. So, gosh, I could, like I said, see Disney Plus doing like a live stream of the Disney Channel, but I think it would be pretty tough for them to do a live stream of ABC channels. All right, Jordan says, Santa came early for me this year. Got a new flashlight, nice. Carrot cake, yum. A retro game and a bath scale, nice. It's a good Christmas haul. Heard that YouTube TV might lose 17 networks. I don't know if it was 17. That seems higher than what I thought. They could lose Disney Channel, ESPN, Freeform, National Geographic, FX, all of that Disney-owned stuff. Also, they could lose ABC affiliates. That might be what you're thinking of. And we talked about this earlier, but the deadline for that is the 17th, so we are expecting to hear something either way within the next couple days. John says, if you want to keep cable, is there a way to save money? So you're asking if there's a way to save money on a cable package. I have definitely heard some people say that they get cable cheaper than they would get live TV streaming. And I always say that cord cutting is not for everybody. As much as I advocate for cord cutting, of course, because it's my job, and just because I like it personally for me, I would say that cable works for some people. So a perfect example is my own mom. She lives out in the middle of nowhere. She does not have great internet where she lives, so buffering is always an issue when she's streaming. So she has cable and it just works better for her. She does pay quite a bit, so that's something to keep in mind. But I've also heard people say that they have a pretty cheap cable package and it works for them. All right, let's see. Michael says, I think that Hearst owns more ABC stations than other companies. Yeah, there's a few that own all of them. So yeah, I think it would be really difficult to do a live stream. Will there be a stream next week? I'm planning on it right now, but I will let you guys know if something changes. But right now I'm thinking yes. All right. Somebody asked about Directv Stream again. Let me just stick this link in here for anyone who missed it. Directv Stream did announce a price hike, so unfortunately, but like I've been saying too, I'm expecting all of these live TV streaming services to raise their price pretty soon. Erin says, I love it with live streaming. Frayden says, when all these licensing deals finally expire, it's going to be great to just think of a movie title and know it's on Peacock forever. I feel like we're going to be stuck with these licensing deals forever. Eric says many cable companies offer a promotional deal. If you have not subscribed to TV in a while, the price goes up in 1 or 2 years. Yeah, those introductory fees or introductory prices will get you though, because then you forget about it and all of a sudden you're paying $150. Crazy. Favorite Christmas gifts? Here's a question I love. So if you are shopping for people, what should you be getting? I would say if you have someone who's interested in cord cutting and doesn't have a device yet, a Roku is a great place to start. You can get them for pretty cheap, especially right now. I think they're all still on sale. This is one of my favorite gifts to recommend. I love giving the covers for remotes. So if you know what streaming device the person is using, you can get them a glow-in-the-dark cover for the remote so they won't lose it. They're very bright colors. They have them that glow in the dark so that if it's nighttime and you drop your remote on the floor or lose it in the couch somewhere, you can find them. Howard says gift cards, a great last-minute gift. Absolutely. Lots of streaming services offer gift cards. So much good stuff. You could get them a streaming subscription. Absolutely. So much good stuff. Let's see here. Jayan says my mom wouldn't even try cord cutting. Yeah, my mom is kind of the same way. I have her using Netflix, and I know that she'll use that sometimes. I got her an iPad that she'll watch on because it's too slow on her TV and she can't figure it out. So, same. I don't think she'll ever be an actual cord cutter. The internet is just so slow out there. DMS says, bought the new Roku Ultra today for $70. Nice. 60 after a gift card. Even better. Love a good deal. I hope you love it. Someone is saying Directv Stream is overpriced. I think that what they have going for them is regional sports networks, honestly. I have to recommend Directv Stream if you're looking for those channels specifically. Calvin says YouTube will drop their price by $15 if they lose Disney. I really don't see that happening. Obviously, never say never. Nothing's been confirmed, but I really think they're going to make a deal. Bill is recommending the Chromecast with Google TV as a gift. Another nice affordable streaming device. Tyler says, I wish a Patrick Star show would come to Paramount Plus. You never know. Jose says, back when I cut the cord in 2015, I was paying $210. Yikes. For cable and 2 TVs with DVR on only 1. Sounds about right. Hope you're saving a ton of money now. All right, we're just gonna do a couple more questions before we call it a night tonight. I'm so tired today. I don't know about you guys. It's just that it's getting so dark so early that I'm so tired so early. It's killing me. Yep, lots of love for the Chromecast. Lots of people agreeing it's a great choice. Dogs are fun, says Pluto, Food Network, watching The Lone Ranger on FMC. Nice. Yeah, people were saying a universal remote. Absolutely, if you can find a good one. Frayden says the TiVo streaming device is pretty good and underrated. I liked it. I don't have one, but I did use it at CES last time that we were there, and I really liked it. Yep, DMS says cable bill was over 200. Yep, we hear that a lot. Sounds pretty typical. All right, guys, the chat is dying down a little bit, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me for this very festive Q&A. Like I said, planning on being back next week, but I'll let you know if something changes. But as of now, yes, let's plan on meeting back here, same time, same place. All right, thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I will see you all next time.